I'm Bobby C. And the hallowed halls here in the birthplace of American football just got a little better, thanks to the induction of the Magnificent Seven. The NFL's all-time leading rusher and all-time leading receiver headlined arguably the greatest Pro Football Hall of Fame class of all time. The 2010 class, which included guard Russ Grimm, linebacker Ricky Jackson, cornerback Dick LeBeau, defensive tackle John Randall, and running back Floyd Little, along with the aforementioned Emmitt Smith and Jerry Rice, combined for 46 Pro Bowl appearances and won 10 of the 12 Super Bowls in which they played. Just call them the Magnificent Seven. Rice, who played 20 seasons in the NFL, most of them with San Francisco's greatest teams, said none of them topped Canton.
Standing here today as the newest member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, feeling like a rookie all over again, I can honestly say this is the greatest team I have ever belonged to.
Former 49ers wideout Terrell Owens praised Rice and talked about trying to replace a living legend during his time in San Francisco.
Seeing Jerry and knowing that this is, this caps off his career, he's definitely had, a remarkable career. I'm very fortunate and thankful to have played with him.
While Rice owned the air, Smith owned the ground game. The NFL's all-time leading rusher amassed 18,355 yards and the most rushing TDs in league history during a career that spanned from 1990 through 2004. He too won 3 Super Bowls and garnered a Super Bowl MVP award for the Dallas Cowboys in 1994. Smith didn't forget those who paved the way for his admission into the Hall of Fame, taking the time to recognize his fellow triplet teammates and the fullback who made sure Emmitt had enough space to work his magic on the gridiron.
It has truly been an honor to go into battle with 2 of the greatest champions I've ever played with. Without you, there is no me. I love you, Darryl, from the bottom of my heart.
Smith's emotional speech played out like one of his performances on a Sunday afternoon back in the 1990s as he left the crowd of 19,300 at Canton's Fawcett Stadium wanting more.
I knew there was points in there that I was going to get extremely emotional about. Talking about my family, talking about Michael Troy, and especially Daryl Johnston. If I didn't get emotional talking about them, I would have felt like I was dead.
Nearly 700,000 people took part in 18 diverse events during the Hall of Fame festival over an 11-day period, and by the time it was all said and done, the list of Hall of Famers grew to 260. We chatted with one of the all-time greats, Gale Sayers, about the fraternity.
We have a fraternity of about 150 members. A lot of our members died over the last several years, but it's just nice to see those people and just be around them and interact with them.
It took LeBeau 52 years in the game, including the last 38 as a coach, to be part of the club. LeBeau, the defensive coordinator of the Pittsburgh Steelers, was truly humbled by the fact that the entire organization loaded 6 buses and drove to the Hall of Fame Saturday. Among the group was the Bronx's own Willie Colon, Pittsburgh's standout tackle. Randall dominated his era. The former Minnesota Viking recorded 137.5 sacks en route to 7 Pro Bowls. Jackson isn't far behind in the sack category either. The New Orleans linebacker finished his career with 128 and was named to 6 Pro Bowls. He lifted the Saints to their first division title in 1991. On the other side of the ball, Grimm helped the Washington Redskins to 4 Super Bowls, including 3 wins as a member of an offensive line that earned the nickname the Hogs. And then there was Little, who amassed more than 12,000 all-purpose yards on some grim Denver Bronco teams from 1967 through 1975, but Little shined a lot, saving the game of football in Denver by becoming a beacon of the sport on and off the field. It may have taken him a long time to find the Hall of Fame end zone, but when he did, he made the most of his celebration speech.
Because of those that encouraged me in those early years, I am here today. So I want to encourage you. Don't listen to the naysayer. I had plenty of those. Find the goodness in you that says, yes, I can be a good student. Yes, I can be a good son and daughter. Yes, I can be a positive role model. Yes, I can, because the good in you is better than the worst in most.
The inductions and the proverbial walk down memory lane gave many, including arguably the greatest wide receiver to ever play the game, a chance to cherish the moment one last time.
There are no more routes to run, no more touchdowns to score, no more records to set. Let me stand here and catch my breath. Let me inhale it all in one more time.